What's up guys, Houndish here with this week's vendor reset breakdown for Destiny for May the 9th. We're going to take a look at the best weapon rolls in the tower, as well as any very well rolled armor that you can pick up. So with the Crucible Quartermaster, we have the hero formula, not an absolute god roll, but maybe something some of you guys might like to play around with. So we have Third Eye, Braced Frame right there, which does increase stability at the expense of magazine size. We also have Armor Piercing Rounds, Outlaw, or Take a Knee, so there is some stuff that some folks definitely might enjoy for PvP. In the sights we have Red Dot ORA, Ranged Lens, and the OEG Scope. It's the Palindrome! It always seems to be really good. This week we have Third Eye, we've got Rifle Barrel, so that all-important range is there, or high caliber rounds. We also have Mulligan and Spray and Play, as well as Steady Hand, Fast Draw and Quick Draw IS, so perhaps not the god roll we had last week, but definitely a little bit different that some of you guys might enjoy playing around with it. The 44 Curtain Call this week is pretty nice, so we've got Final Round, we have Reinforced Barrel, which does drop stability, but it's not necessarily a huge deal. We've got Lightweight and then Performance Bonus or Knee Pads. In the ballistics, we have Linear Compensator, Field Choke, or Soft Ballistics, so depending on your preferences, definitely maybe some stuff to play around with in the Crucible. The Parthian shot at the Vanguard Quartermaster is yet again a pretty nice roll, so we have Counterbalance, we've got Hand-Laid Stock right there for increased stability at the expense of range, which isn't a huge deal. We've got Lightweight and then Outlaw or Take a Knee, and we have Reflex Scope, Quick Draw IS, and OEG scopes right there. So again, depending on your preference, if you like Take a Knee, it can be pretty good. Outlaw is always nice. We've got Hand-Laid Stock, which gives very good stability. Counterbalance isn't strictly necessary on this pulse rifle, although it will give you very, very good stability right there. You could get a better last perk, but still, this is pretty nice. The How Dare You roll may interest some folks if you're into the lower impact class of hand cannon, so we've got Rangefinder right there, we have Rifle Barrel for pretty nice range, we've got high caliber rounds, and then Mulligan or Partial Refund. In the sights we have True Sight IS, Fast Draw, and Quick Draw IS, so kind of similar to that Palindrome in some respects, but this is a different archetype. It's nowhere near as good in, generally speaking, but some of you guys, if you like this archetype, will definitely enjoy this roll. OCCAM'S Razor this week may interest some of you guys for PvE, so we have Final Round right there, Small Bore, Flared Magwell, Cascade, Life Support, and we've got Smooth Ballistics, CQB, and Soft Ballistics. Not the best PvE roll of this shotgun, but still definitely worth playing around with. The Wounded at FWC is potentially really, really good for PvE, so we have Crowd Control right there, we've got the option of Hammer Forged, and we have Triple Tap, as well as Explosive Rounds, or Snapshot, and then we've got Red Dot ORA2, Ranged Lens, and Reflex Scopes, but Explosive Rounds with Triple Tap and Crowd Control, this is going to be a PvE beast. Definitely try this thing out. The Wormwood, as always, is pretty decent. We've got Rangefinder, Fitted Stock for more stability, or Cascade, which is pretty good. High caliber rounds, which I think is decent on sidearms. And we've got Snapshot, and then True Sight, Sure Shot IS, and Quick Draw IS. We have the Warpath for the week, and this comes with Cluster Bombs. We've got Javelin, Battle Runner, Field Scout and Snapshot right there, Aggressive Launch, Linear Compensator, and Countermass. So if you missed out on the godly PvE launchers, the Warpath, as well as the Unto Dust that came with Tripod as well as Cluster Bombs, then this may be a decent replacement. You don't have Tripod, which is a shame, but still Cluster Bombs and Field Scout, it's going to be generally pretty useful. We have a decent last ditch right here, not necessarily the god roll, but we've got Crowd Control, we have Hammer Forged for more range and accuracy, or Cascade, and then Hand Loaded right there, as well as Snapshot. So Hand Loaded and Hammer Forged will give you pretty decent range, and you can also opt for Field Choke right there. We have Soft Ballistics as well, but I would definitely go with Field Choke, and this would be pretty decent. The Impeacher sidearm from New Monarchy, if you're into the lower impact class of sidearms, is pretty decent. So we've got Reactive Reload, always good, Hand Loaded or Army of One, and then we have Armor Piercing Rounds or Quick Draw, and in the sights True Sight IS, Fast Draw, and Quick Draw IS. I would definitely go with Quick Draw, very good sidearm perk. Also, Hand Loaded for more range is always nice, and then finally Reactive Reload can be pretty beneficial. We have an interesting first citizen machine gun. I'm not entirely sure what this would be like, but it's a max rate of fire machine gun. We've got hidden hand, small bore right there, or the option of life leech, which could actually be interesting on a weapon like this in PvE. Also, we have high caliber rounds as well as quick draw, so high cal will be pretty nice, and we've got accurized ballistics, linear compensator, and soft ballistics. Again, not entirely sure how that'll work out, but definitely going to play around with it. So that pretty much sums up all of the good or interesting roles of weapons that you can pick up in the tower this week, but now let's take a look at any 98 to 100% rolled armor. So at the Titan Vanguard, we have a 100% roll Tower Watch shell right there with Intellect Strength. For the Hunter Vanguard, we have the same shell with Discipline Strength and a 98% roll. Warlocks can also get a 98% roll of the Tower Watch shell at Ikora Ray with Intellect Discipline. Future War Cult has the Eon Tracer Mark for the Titan with Intellect Discipline, and that's a 98% roll. Also, the FWC Bellicose shell is a 100% roll with Intellect Discipline. You can pick up the Senator shell from New Monarchy with a 98% roll of Intellect Discipline. Crucible Handler has a 98% roll of the Toward the Sky mark for the Titan with Intellect Discipline. Also, we have the Crucible shell with Intellect Strength, and that's a 100% roll. The best artifact from Tyra for the week is the Memory of Scurry with a 99% roll of Intellect Discipline. And man, Titans with the class items this week. The Defender's Mark from the Speaker is a 100% roll of Discipline Strength, but we do have the Sunsinger's Bond as well with a 98% roll of Intellect Strength. I may as well point this out since the other classes have pretty good rolls. There is a 96% roll on the Night Stalker's Cloak of Discipline Strength. So plenty of ghost shells and class items with good rolls available this week, but that pretty much sums up the vendor reset breakdown, guys. So I hope you have found the video useful as always. If you have, a like and comment below is appreciated. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe to see a lot more Destiny content, but for now, you guys have an awesome week.